We focus on prophecy each week for about 5 minutes. We call it a prophecy update. We're considered futurists, by the way. We interpret the unfulfilled prophetic portions of the book of the Revelation and the book of Daniel and all other unfulfilled prophecies as yet future events in a literal, physical, apocalyptic, and global context. We divide Revelation into 3 sections based on the outline the book gives itself in chapter 1, verse 19. There, the Apostle John is instructed to write what you have seen, what is now, and what will take place later. Chapter 1 contains John's vision of the risen Christ and represents the past. That's what you've seen. Chapters 2 and 3, which contain letters to the 7 churches, describe the present, what is now. And the rest of the book describe events in the future, what will take place later. And so Revelation is mostly a future book. It's becoming more popular for people to try and interpret it as if it's already been fulfilled in the first century by the destruction of Jerusalem, but that just doesn't fit. John says things like there's going to be an earthquake like there's never been before that shakes the mountains to their foundations. I don't think that's happened yet. And nothing else that Revelation has predicted in those chapters has happened either. So we're futurists. One of the reasons we're futurists is because Jesus was. He gave his great discourse on prophecy in Matthew 24 and 25, and he quoted from Daniel as if it was yet future prophecy and literal. Now, in the Revelation, the Antichrist is referred to as the beast. There's a prediction that a cohort of his called the false prophet is going to make an image of the Antichrist, and he will be, I quote, granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. It may not be, but it sure sounds like artificial intelligence. Now, this update, this article, I couldn't have written it any better myself to show you what I'm talking about. This is right out of Revelation 13. It's going to blow your mind. Fascinated by a recent article titled, Japan Temple Puts Faith in Robot Priest. A 400-year-old temple in Japan is attempting to hotwire interest in Buddhism with a robot priest it believes will change the face of the religion, despite critics comparing it to Frankenstein's monster. The android Kanan, based on the Buddhist deity of mercy, preaches sermons at Kodajai Temple in Kyoto, and its human colleagues predict that with artificial intelligence, it could one day acquire unlimited wisdom. This robot will never die. It will just keep updating itself and evolving, priest Tensho Godo told AFP. With AI, we hope it will grow in wisdom to help people overcome even the most difficult troubles. It is changing Buddhism, added Godo. The adult-sized robot began service earlier this year and is able to move its torso, arms, and head. Only its hands, face, and shoulders are covered in silicone to replicate human skin. It looks like the Borg Queen, by the way. Clasping its hands together in prayer and speaking in soothing tones, the rest of the droid's mechanical parts are clearly visible. Wiring and blinking lights fill the cranial cavity of its open-topped head and snake around its gender-neutral aluminum body. A tiny video camera installed in the left eye completes an eerie cyborg-like frame seemingly lifted out of a dystopian Hollywood sci-fi thriller. Developed at a cost of almost $1 million in a joint project between the Zen Temple and renowned robotics professor Hiroshi Ishiguro at Osaka University, the humanoid called Mindar teaches about compassion and of the dangers of desire, anger, and ego. So right now, people in Japan are going to a temple and they're talking to and praying to a robot. And that is something right out of Revelation 13, the image of the beast, in terms of him having life and being able to communicate. Although he'll go a little bit farther, he will kill you if you don't worship the beast. This is exactly what you expect from reading the Bible. Anybody who doesn't think we're in the end times is wrong. The times in which we're living are no time to spiritualize or allegorize these prophecies. Jesus promised he'd return to rapture the church. He'll resurrect the dead in Christ and then rapture living believers. It's presented in the Bible as an imminent, any moment event. Are you ready for the rapture? If not, get ready, stay ready, keep looking up. Ready or not, Jesus is coming